said. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
You can respond to that specific question. Yes.
Let me start with, thank you, Speaker, Honorable Speaker. Let me start with Honorable James Morango of Kirinyaga with respect to the CSR, or corporate social responsibility investments that will need to undertake to ensure that the people of Turkana or our Kenyans who live in the communities where we are prospecting and leveraging the economic development for this country are supported through that CSR program Mheshimiwa did mention. I think today, and like I mentioned, if you see Total Energies and Africa Oil exiting and seeding or farming out and allowing Talo to take over the 100% ownership of the blocks in Turkana, there is today really, with the challenge of climate change, a significant concern with respect to environmental, social, and governance. And this addresses issues of investments in people, investment in environmentally friendly, being conscious of the challenges of climate change today, that we've seen the rampage in the kind of drought that we see not just in Kenya, but to a very good extent down south, where power rationing today is up to 8 hours, in Zambia, in Malawi, and so on and so forth. And we really have to pay attention to climate change issues. So many governments today, or many companies, are being screened or are screening the investment based on corporate policies that encourage companies to act responsibly. Many mutual funds or investments, brokerage firms and advisors offer investment products that employ environmental social governance to ensure that we are not only addressing environment, we are addressing how we socialize with the community where we work. And I think Mheshimiwa Lomenen, who I worked with closely in 2013, 14, and 15 when I was minister in the same ministry, will agree that there will be need for significant corporate investment in the community, in the county, and more importantly in the country, by those who leverage on our resources. And we did a number of programs, and we intend to continue pursuing that to ensure that we are socially conscious and we do significant investments. We should be seeking to see a percentage of the revenues being dedicated to a foundation that under the law, Section 58, is expected that the county government will legislate to be able to manage the social investment programs to ensure that it benefits everybody within the community, and we'll pay attention and continue to work on that, honorable members. Senator Chudhe Masabe, thank you for visiting my office. Like I said, yes, it took so long to get the 240,000 barrels to market. And if you think about transporting using a bridge that was not there, or that could not take the weight, the axle load, because it could easily collapse. The product has come out. We have to come to this house and ask for a budget to build a bridge. These are the this was basically the early oil project scheme objective, to test whether the facilities in the country could support the export of these products. And when we come to this house with a field development plan, we'll comprehensively be talking to preparedness to go to market, either through a refinery or through a pipeline, so that the daily production gets to the market the same day. There'll be no tankage, because it's one thing to build a pipeline, and we expect the pipeline to work for us every day. So the product should really be working for us every day, and the tankage would be held in Mombasa, and as soon as it's enough to go on a cargo of 85, 120,000 metric tons, it should be able to leave for market immediately. So this is why when we come back to this house with the field development plan, we'll show you a roadmap, which will basically say we will reach investment decision within 1 year, we'll develop the infrastructure to market in 3 years, all the logistics, that will be approved by this house, and when we start production, the product will be going to the market every day, subject to filling a ship in Mombasa or a cargo that can leave every so often as that happens. So I do not expect honorable members that will sit as a ministry and take to market 240,000 barrels in 4 years. That should almost be really product that go to the market every 4 days. Thank you, honorable members. I don't know whether I need to go to the question from Marango regarding power, but we are paying attention to that. I've been to the National Assembly, and we are really working. I've got a schedule of all public institutions in every county, in every constituency, and the status of provision of power. I've sought to ask the honorable members in a short while to audit those reports that I have in my ministry, to confirm the status of power provisioning, so that the records in the ministry, held in the ministry, and the records held by the honorable members are in sync. That will help us to do an activity accurate-based budget that will cover all those public institutions that have not been covered, and thereafter we do maximization to cover all the villages where our people stay. And then may I just mention, honorable members, that between 2013 and today, where we moved this country from 23% access to electricity to 80% today, the last mile is basically connecting to the homes, but in terms of access, there's almost power touching every ward, almost every village. We just need to do the last mile and make sure that we connect those homes. And good to note that the connection is done and the connection fees is built into the monthly tariffs. So you don't need an entry. There's no entry cost to getting power in our homes. We connect for free, and the connection fee is built into the monthly bill. So we should be able to accelerate that, work together to confirm that we have adequate budgets for those areas which are not covered today. And I did confirm to the National Assembly that if we work together in auditing where we are today, we should be able to close and finish this country in 2-3 years within this term of Parliament. Thank you, Speaker.
CS, I will advise that whatever you have discussed with the other house, you also discussed with the chair energy, who is not present today. Because if you open that line on electricity, we might stay up to the day after tomorrow. So I will request and give guidance that you sit with the chair of this committee, the Committee on Energy,